Hello everybody, welcome to our new city skylines. City? Well, not city. Not like Roseport. Roseport was more of a city, this one's gonna be... sorry. This one's gonna be more of a region. So, we have Flemgan County, which is... That's the way I'm choosing to pronounce it. I'm choosing to pronounce it Flemgan. Flemgan River is what this county is named after. So, this is Steel Town. This map is called Steel Town. It is based off of, I believe it's based off of Northwest Ohio. In this sort of sense in my eyes. So that's the way I based a city that I was working on that I didn't publish anything on because it didn't go so well. Oops, sorry about that. I just ate. So, I completely tore out all the highways because I had an idea. Tore out everything. So, now we have little highways, little national roads coming in with a lot of traffic. By the way, you could see where some of the roads used to be right here, and I have yet to fix everything. No. Thank you. And then we'll smooth that out. So, another thing is that I recently moved, so I'm no longer where I used to live. I'm now towards Oklahoma, Texas area, so I've moved south. That is the thing. So, the highways used to come in and come around here. And then there was one that came up around here, I think. Basically, this one and this one are the same. However, I added one here, and I added another one up here. And these flood in here, and yes, this is a bad traffic jam. And this will be eventually a dam. Oops. Okay. So this right here will be a dam at some point, but for now it's just that, and it's just that for now. I've gotten procedural objects. This is gonna be fun because I was messing around with this. I have now downloaded a whole bunch of signs, and the blank signs, if I can find them, if I just type in exit R2, these ones, these blank signs, that's what procedural objects are for. And then I have gantries. Yeah, gantries. Sorry. So I've removed the default game ones for these. Depending on what we're working on. They'll be used. So yeah. I did a lot of work on this map. Some of the mountains are different. I did some work like around here. There's been work for this road. There's been work around here. I think that's about it. Another thing is that I've done work with some trees. Like right here's where highway used to be. I didn't fix it. I could care less right now. I fixed this area sort of because the highway used to come in through here. And I did fix this one though. So, and you can see where the railroad used to be as well. There's another one up here, which means you probably figure out where that would have been to... So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 points for railroad connections because I'm not adding another one. So 2 on this side, 2 on this side. So this is the Flemgan River, this is don't know what lake yet, because I'm going to base this off of being around a lake. So this is a lake, not an ocean. Yada yada yada. So there's no proper highways on this map, as you could probably notice. So we are stuck with using 2-lane roads, right? Or one way, 2-lane, just one way, 1-lane roads. So if I go to options here, I think I have it turned off just for now, because I don't plan on using any of the signs until I get proper highways in. If I can, because I don't want to place them and then have to pull them up later. Display road names. We're going to use road names. So, and yes, this is designed this way because it helps traffic flow. However, I put roundabouts in because it was backing up. They flow a lot nicer, except for this one. Actually flows a lot nicer than this one on this side. So we are going to name this. This is one continuous highway. So this is where I get to say this. This is north. This is south. North, south, east, and west. So this is running east, west. And I'm gonna have to do this 1, 2, 3 times because of the roundabouts. This is gonna be I-90. No, that's interstate. This is not interstate. This is gonna be a state road, so it's just gonna be 90. 90 east/west. At some point these are going to become interstate roads, they're just not yet. This section is going to be named a bit differently. So this road right here is 90 east and west. Now, I think there's a different naming convention for north-south roads, but I'm just going to call this 90. Or, you know what? 75. 75 north-south. East-west, north-south. This one I'm not going to name for now. So this road is going to be... I like how it says that, but it's not supposed to be. Those aren't supposed to have things. This is just a roundabout. So this one is called well, and I would be 80, 90, 75, 90, 75, 90. And this one needs to be fixed. There we go. Because this road has both on it, so it makes sense. This is just a roundabout which I'm going to leave, which I'm going to actually go. I think that's one word. Roundabout. I don't think that's actually how you spell it, so I'm just gonna go round. I don't know. RB, so roundabout 1. Just so, yeah, and this will be roundabout 2, which, this is just so that it doesn't look weird. Weird. Roundabout 2. There. Oh, this is 75 north-south. 75 north. There we go. Now every road but this one has been named. This one, I don't know what to name it yet because I don't think it's going to continue up here. I think at some point this is right here is going to become a smaller road, not a highway, so I'm just going to leave it. But yeah, this is built for a dam. So the dam is going to go here at some point. Okay, this is where I get to tell you this. The plan for this, sorry for that weird neck thing. So the plan for this region, as I pause, is going to be in sections or in townships. So we're going to have Flemgan, well, actually, pick a random county in Ohio. Lucas County has Toledo in it, and it's mostly just Toledo. So this one is going to be broken up into townships, blah, 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 blah. So on this map, I want 2 cities, 2 towns, and 2 villages. Or maybe 2 cities and whatever else I can get in here for the amount of towns. Each town is going to make, because I'm on limited money, each town's going to have a mayor, hopefully. And if not, the ones that do are going to be deciders for theirs, and I'll just build off of everything else. Now, we're going to have 2 main cities. If I go get my districting tool, because that's the way I want this. Here's one thing that you need to know about me. I like the idea of a multiplayer City Skylines. Mostly to play with friends, i.e. someone who's going to have one of these major towns to play with. He's going to have his thing, he's going to build his city. He's going to tell me what he would like in it, and I will build it. He'll tell me lines and so forth, names and so forth, blah, 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 that stuff. So, here, I would like one town, or one city, to be roughly on this side of the river. And it's going to be called Sunnyside, just so you know. Because that was the name of a predetermined one. And this is just a rough estimate anyway. So. There we are. So, rough estimate. This is where the old town's probably going to be, and the new downtown's probably going to be down here. Because my plan is, based on the way I build cities, is that it's not realistic enough. So I'm going to build based on the smaller roads first. So little highways like this, where towns would spring up, so they would be sprung up around here. They would expand, and then they would need highways. Well, this road would probably be either enlarged, or it would stay to a certain point, and then there would be a highway that would come off of it, and then there'd be one sprung all the way down into the middle of the city, which, However, what's probably going to happen is that because of the city being the way it is, Old Town will be protected. So the new highway will probably have to swing up over here to go up that way. And it will probably come down around here as well. So we can go through the suburbs, which will exist in this area underneath this highway. Or this, well, it is a highway in this case. So this city these will be the borders of the city, but then there will be a suburb section, which will be non-city, and if the city tile starts to grow outside of it, this will expand and the suburb will shrink. That's the idea anyway. So this would be the friend that already has this city. Sunny Side. I don't know if that's the way it's spelled though. That'll be fixed. Sunnyside on Flemgan River. So we're in Flemgan County with the major capital city of Sunnyside. Now, I would like the other city, here's the kicker, to be on the other side of this river, facing it. So it looks like one city, but it's not. Two cities underneath two different mayors next to each other. There are many cities like this, and that's why I kind of want it. It's like Kansas City and Kansas and Missouri. Oops. So, I'm going to call this Dundee for now until I choose a better name. Now this one is going to be different because it's going to only go to there. So this is different for me anyway. Something I've wanted to do, so yeah, each one of these is going to have a sort of dock area, which will be on the opposite side of the river to each other, so it's going to be interesting to say the least. So Sunnyside and Oak Park, which will be called Dundee. I think that's how I spelled it, Dundee. And these will not be straight, they'll be weird blocks puffed out and so forth. Then, right there's my major two cities with their suburbs that will probably be extended out. And I think a town would probably spring up around here, maybe. Or each one of these would have a little town next to them, so it's probably not going to remain a roundabout, they're only roundabout for now. Because in Ohio, where I'm from, there are towns around these little intersections. So there will probably be a town here. Probably not this big, but yeah, town there. Cedar District and Hickory Park. Well, from that logic, there would probably be a little village in the mountains here as well, because this is a little crossroads. And this would probably be the little center town part right around here. And there would be little towns around the mountains. So there's Magnolia Park, which will be a village. So these two would be towns, two cities, then the suburb area, which will be determined by where this town is. And if the town grows, it will take the surrounding area from it, from the suburbs. So those are the obvious points to where things can be. However, at some point I could, in theory, take a road from here, take it down and have a bypass. So that people from this way don't have to intersection here, or don't have to go here and then use the intersection here and then go through the city. So that would be a good bypass point, which means there would be a town here and probably a little village on both points. Sorry, not town, village. At each point, maybe. And there'd be little houses in the mountains and so forth as well that won't be counted within any kind of district. However, I have a spreadsheet that is based on population, so everything I do is going to be based on money. However, for me, it doesn't matter. For the state, which I am the state, money for me doesn't matter. However, building within the districts, Sunnyside, Dundee, Hickory Park, Cedar, Magnolia Park, it's based on money. So, because each city in each town is going to start off with $100,000, I could, in theory, take a highway that's already 14 grand gone. It's the most expensive. I think, do these go up? Yeah. So this is going to be 32,000. So let's say we run from here. That's already half their budget. They can only build highways. So they're going to be based off of building. I don't even think this is straight, actually. Oh, lovely. It's fine. So, yeah, everything's going to be based on money. So this they could probably do comfortably. They could probably use this 3-lane road, go here. Oh look, they now have a semi-highway running through their city for a fraction of the cost of the most expensive. However, when their highways get clogged, I can't do anything without the city's mayor's approval. So let's say the mayor of Sunnyside had a road running. Okay, let's actually build one. Had a road running along here, like this. It's a 2-lane. Okay, let's say they had a bridge like this. Oops, that's too far for what I'm doing. However, I could just make it crude. I don't understand why I'm doing it this way. Alright. Oops, that was a jump. This was a jump. Okay. I don't really care at this point anymore. Let's say they had a road like this. Let's say this continued in either direction, by the way. So this continued off that direction, this continued off that way, and there were shops, blah, 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 blah. And this was constructed. I know this would get very bad. Conjecture. This would be bad for traffic. I can already see that. Let's say they sprung for the cheaper option of doing this during those sections. That would save them money because they don't have to pave as much roads, blah, 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 blah. Now, based on this, though, let's say this had traffic issues and it was very, very bad. I can't do anything. This traffic problem, I would have to take it to the mayor. The mayor would have to tell me if he wants it fixed or if he just wants it left, or she. They'll tell me either yes or no, and if they say yes, I fix it. However, I fix it, or I give them an estimated amount of cost, and they say, sure, do it with that cost. And I watch the budget. If it's over budget, I take more money from their bank. And, alright. Then I also have everything based off of numbers. So, the whole map is run off of 12% on everything. Every single city is based off of this. However, each city can change its laws. So, let's say Dundee wanted to bring more people in. They ask, okay, let's do this. We'll lower the taxes. So all of their taxes get lowered to whatever they want. So in theory, I could just leave this at 1% and have infinite stuff and not care about the budget. I don't care about the budget. So in theory, this doesn't matter. However, I'm going to leave it this way. Just if everybody leaves their tax rate at 12%, I will know how much the state or the okay. Sorry. I will know how much the county as a whole is making. If the county's in a hole, the county's in a hole. Then whatever the county's in the hole for, the government, me, comes in and I will subsidize it. Right now, it's making negative 5,643. Okay, that's a given. because we were just in the beginning of the game with everything planned without anything down. Oh, I also have this, by the way. Okay, so in that theory, everything is based off of money in their eyes, but me having infinite funds from taxes builds an infinite amount of stuff because I waste money on trees. So trees will be a thing. So yeah. And in order, and this is key, unless I'm building a state highway, like an interstate, I can't build within their district without telling them. So, at least this is the plan. So let's say, if I can pull up my districts here, just as use. As soon as I hit this point with a normal road, I have to stop. I can't continue. I could do that, but I can't pass that point. This point is illegal. This point I can't do. However, once I get to this point, I can go up there. As soon as I get to this point, I can go over to this. Go a little further. But yeah, I cannot legally drag this road across that line without their permission. Or at least telling them. And if I'm going to pay for it, they probably wouldn't care. Unless I am building or maintaining an AI, because at some point, if I can find it, this is going to be I-90 east and west. This is going to be I-75 north and south. This section probably will not exist at some point because I will probably take this road. I'll probably take it and drag it down here. And then this section of road will be disconnected from this, and it will become old route 75 north south. At that point, because this, you might as well take down here. It'd be better than separating it into two intersections. However, with how bad these intersections are, I wouldn't want to take it into one. Even though it would probably be smoother. The only ones that would have a problem would be people turning left. Which that is what these here are for, so... I think I need to extend this backwards. Up. And that should speed up the... Should, if people don't do that. If they choose way back here... There they go. Which means this now gets shorter. But yeah. That is always a thing that is possible. What was I talking about? That I fixed. I fixed that on purpose. Yeah. I'm gonna be messing around with the LUTs as well. So right now I think we're using LUT Clarity. So we're using Clarity right now. Normally I'd be using this one, but it's way too dark. This is what I was using before on this map. Satellite doesn't work. Rainy days, eh. Dark green, too much. Clarity's... Ooh, it's actually quite bright in my eyes now. I think this is a temperate one. Too dark. Realistic warm to light, vibrant realism. That's closer to clarity. We're using clarity right now. So. But yeah. Little things here and there. We're going to be using the signs, as I've said. I found those cars funny. There will be a main university in this. It's gonna be separate from Dundee or Sunnyside. It's gonna be probably, or actually, correction. I may try to get all three in. So the trade schools, the liberal arts, and the university campus area. So Sunnyside, the person who is going to run that is a mechanic. He's probably going to want the trade school, which he's going to get because I don't want to force it. So he's going to get the trade school. Most likely Dundee, I think, is going to end up with the university campus. And the liberal arts, don't know. I'm only going to have 2 on this map unless I open one up for myself to have all 3, which I may do as Flemgan River or Flemgan County College, which might be the liberal arts, or Dundee will get the liberal arts and the university will be the county college, which is a possibility, which I may do. Actually, you know what? That's probably gonna be a thing. Trade, liberal arts, and then somewhere, well, connected, which will probably be out this way. We'll have that. Okay. Sorry about that. I was stretched. My computer's making noise. Give me a minute. Alright, I lost my train of thought. I'm trying to think now. There's gonna be park areas. There's probably gonna be a few amusement parks themselves. I do have a circus, which we may end up using because I got the circus stuff. So since I have it, I'm probably gonna use it. So we'll probably have a circus somewhere. We'll have the other parks as well. We'll probably have a mountain one somewhere. We will use all different types of these. So, oddly enough, Sunnyside and Dundee don't have oil. So, they're not going to be able to do very much with oil. However, Sunnyside and Dundee have a lot of ore, which they can use. Farmland, not so much. Farmlands are going to be out here near the towns and villages. Forests, there's not very much concentrated forest for this. So, probably not as much forest products will be made. Or if somebody plants one, which would probably be a town or something, or I force one to be made somewhere. And that, oops, sorry about that. I do plan on doing all the factories. And I do have a few unique ones, like the vegan food, which uses meat. Uses flour instead of animal product. It still looks like it uses animal product. Vegan clothing program, that's a thing. The seafood cannery, that's another one I have downloaded. Can I just look at the workshop ones? Those are the only 3. I'm gonna try to use warehouses. I don't like warehouses because I don't know if they fixed it yet with the warehouses. They might have. Yeah. And then there will be docks carved out of down here where the industry will be. Then they'll have little industry parks and things around. Rail yard, couple. An airport as well. Then, another thing is, I don't like using trains. I hate using trains. This is Metro Overhaul, by the way. So, however, now I can get away with using partial. We need a road. Now I can get away with using Sorry about that. Hi, that's auto insurance. Go away. Okay, so now I can get away with using half train and half metro. So I can use the overtop surface metro. Ow. Sorry about that. I'm trying to scratch my back. So this I like the new update, by the way. That's what this is. This is the 9, I think it's 9. I don't remember. But this itself allows me to use half and half. So if Sunnyside wanted a train line, and I'm gonna force people to use the metro line as well. They can use both still. I don't think, yeah, it doesn't connect. So, they can use both lines. So, I personally like Metro Overhaul. However, I don't think I downloaded any of the new station stuff, so I do have to go look at that. I do like the new Overroad Friendly. Which allows me to do this without snapping, which means, in theory, you can do this and still allow for zoning. So, I like that, and they also added a new four-way, or double, what is this? Quad track. So, I do like the fact that they don't all connect. So, yeah. Yeah, that is one thing I do like. Express and so forth. Post office stuff I plan on doing. I'm gonna try these. Doesn't mean anything. I like the taxis as well. Cable cars we're probably not gonna use. There's my airport stuff. We're gonna try to use ferries, especially between the towns. Especially between the towns or cities. That is going to be attempted. That is so going to be attempted. Sorry about the noise. I now live in a bigger city, so that is a thing. So yeah, buses are another thing we're probably going to use quite a bit of. But all those lines, unless they're lines that are going to be determined by me, like district lines, like my metro lines are going to be the ones that connect the cities are going to be determined by me. So, because I don't like trains, I'm not going to use trains as a means of transportation between towns or cities. It's going to be metro. The metros are going to be the ones that run long distances. So, there will probably be a station in Cedar District, in Hickory Park, Sunnyside, and Dundee on the same line. Or it's going to run through Cedar District, Hickory Park, and Sunnyside, and then one will run across the Dundee. Because then there might be another one down here, which these four will be on a line. But then Dundee, Sunnyside, and then this one down here will be on the same line as well, which will be fun to do. Then up here, these people won't get a station because they're a little village. They don't need one. They can drive down to the nearest station, down Hickory Park, and get on the train and go. Which means there's probably a bus that runs from Hickory Park up to Mondolia Park. There'll probably be a bus line. Then I do plan on putting another one out here, another little village or town out here, another one out there, one out there, and so on forth. So we might have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 maybe? 9, 10. I want 10 to be exact. Which means there might be another one down here, which will make 10, which means I'll have to find 10 people or just have to do all the stuff by myself with the adding and stuff, which I would have done anyway. Each district is going to have a population. That population is going to be taxed, and that determines how much money the cities have, by the way. Or the principalities. So, I've been talking your ear off for about 40 minutes. Explaining how this is going to work. So, yeah. Once I get the highways in, that is the point where we're going to start doing things with signs. We're going to do construction zones, rest stops, detailing, that sort of stuff. Certain highway intersections will have decals. We'll have lines. And then certain... How do I explain this? And then the rest stops will be detailed. So certain intersections, so let's say like there's a intersection where I have construction that your eye's going to be drawn to, you're going to want to look at it. Well, I'm going to put line details and so forth down. Wherever your eye is drawn, like right now my eyes are drawn to this bridge up here, here, and here, mostly because of the things. If I turn off that, go up like this, my eyes are drawn to the bridge, the other bridge, the roundabout, another roundabout. That's it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 vocal points right now. The reason why they're drawn to these vocal points is where the highways end. And the bridge where it crosses the river. The other place where I get focal point is right here. So that may make 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you know. Wherever towns crop up, there are going to be vocal points around the towns. Wherever I put my... Now, the other thing is these little blotches are going to go away. Because I personally do not like them. Sunnyside's little mine is probably going to be over here. The Sunnyside ore mining district is going to be up against the hill. Because I don't like it on flat terrain. Oil is a different story. Oil itself will be added again. I'm basically going to remove a lot of this. Oil itself. Sunnyside and Dundee will have oil. Their oil will be off the coast. So, their ore will be over here. The farming will be out here. Blah, 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 blah. I want to keep things separated, sort of, and things in sort of the right position where they need to be. Like there will be an oil field out here, most likely. I do have infinite resources. That's a thing. I'm just thinking now as I destroy some trees. Something I want to do is just stay with this thing. I think little things need to be fixed and blah 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 blah. I think that's about actually it. It's almost 50 minutes long. This is gonna have simple editing because there's not gonna be cuts in this one. Mostly because I've talked about most of the topics at this point. An FYI for me explaining what I do on this channel for a purpose is it's a hobby. Nothing more, nothing less. I work 12-hour shifts at night mostly. So I do this out of wanting to do it. You can criticize me because I know I'm terrible at this. I am going to be. Because when I'm just starting out, even though I have almost 100 now videos, I'm getting better. I'm getting way better at it than I used to be. So, yeah. Flemgan County. I'm giving this a try, and we're going to attempt this. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. I can't wait to try more. No, I'm tired. It is 1 o'clock in the morning. I should probably go to bed. So, have a nice day. Enjoy the rest of your evening or morning or day. Maybe this will be a series, maybe this won't. I may give up on the idea of having mayors. I won't give up on the idea of a county, though. Having different cities. So, hope you enjoy your day.